College in recent years has become more accessible to thousands of students, but not the Ivy League. Access to those elite colleges and universities has remained an uphill battle, especially for disadvantaged high school juniors and seniors. However, the National Education Equity Lab is working to bridge that gap. Students in the lab recently spoke with the New York Times about the obstacles they faced before joining the program and how it has helped them reach their goals. Joining me now is Leslie Cornfeld. She is the founder and CEO of the National Education Equity Lab. Leslie, welcome. Great to have you with us. Tell us a little bit about your program. How does it identify the students who participate?
Well, the National Education Equity Lab was created a few years ago with the goal, it's an education justice goal. And it started when I was in the Obama administration. I had the opportunity to see the vast number of talented students in our nation's schools. We visited the poorest zip codes to the wealthiest zip codes in our country. And one thing that became very clear is that the talented students in our predominantly Black and brown communities and our lower income communities did not think of themselves as college ready or college worthy. And one thing that that demonstrated was that in our country, talent is evenly distributed, but opportunity is not. And that's what the Equity Lab was created to help change.
And so how is this program being received by the gatekeepers to these elite Ivy League schools?
There has been an enormous desire on the part of colleges and universities in our country to participate in efforts to help level the playing field. And I think that many of the inequities that became clear over the past year has given a heightened motivation for colleges and universities to step up and to help pioneer new ways of advancing education justice. And so this effort that we are bringing into underserved high schools throughout the country is one example of that.
And so, as you just said, the nation's talent is evenly distributed, but opportunity is not. So can you delve into that a little bit more? Because there were some admissions directors who were quoted for this New York Times article who said, there are certain towns and schools that we simply don't mine for, potential admitted students. Like, we just don't look at those places, and we need to reconsider that fact. So is your program aiming to sort of put certain high schools on the map to these admissions directors, certain areas on the map to these admissions directors? What is the very practical result that you're looking for?
Yes. And so the goal is that the countless number of talented students in our predominantly Black and brown communities and low-income communities will have an opportunity to both advance and demonstrate college readiness for college admissions offices. Colleges fly around the country in search of the top athletes that exist. So when they are in those communities, we want them to be able to just as easily identify the top scholars in those very same communities.
All right. Well, Leslie Cornfeld, thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. And thank you for everything you're doing for those students all around this country who have big dreams and don't quite know how to make those reality. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.